There are a few reasons why some people face the situation of people coming and going in their lives very quickly. If I were to categorize it into two main categories, then the first category of reason is relating to ourselves, our own issue. And the second category is just a general life and universal cycle of events reason. So personal reason wise, the first most obvious one is there's an issue with our personality, our character, our values or whatsoever. So depending on who you are, if you're facing the situation of people always leaving you, then you might want to introspect whether is there a fault that you have to play in this phenomenon happening. So in general, a good rule of thumb when something bad happens is to always ask ourselves, what part did we play to contribute to this negative phenomenon happening? Always ask that. Even if the part that we play might be like 0.1%, but always understand that 0.1% that went wrong and improve from there so that we can be accountable to that aspect of ourselves. Second reason that relates to ourselves is when we have low or negative energy levels. So back to the magnet analogy that I shared in the previous video, we are like a magnet. So when the magnetic field is not strong enough or weakens, then the metals that's attracted to this magnet will eventually start to fall away one by one. So likewise as human beings, when our energy field starts to lower and weaken, then we won't be able to continue attracting these connections and people into our lives. So the most common example of this playing out is leaders and followers. So a lot of times leaders can't retain onto their followers because their energy field is just not strong enough to continue magneting them to this leader. Of course, if you have a lot of negative energies with you, then you will tend to just repel away the good people and good things in your life and attract all the bad people and bad things. Now, in terms of the life reason, we just gotta understand that there's nothing permanent in this world or in this universe. People will come, people will go. It's just a natural law, like nothing is permanent. At the most, we separate when either one party dies. So there's still got to be a separation. Of course, everyone knows that. But on a deeper level, I always feel that people enter our lives always for a specific reason. It's like they're here to teach us a certain lesson to help us become better. Of course, some people deliver the lessons in a positive way, like they help us directly. Some people deliver the lesson in an indirect way. Probably they cause harm to us. And from this harm, from this hurt, we learn how to grow from it. And once we have learned this lesson, then they start to leave us. Another life plus personal reason is sometimes when we elevate ourselves or when we downgrade ourselves, then the circle that was once associated with us, they'll just slowly leave us. Like for example, when you elevate yourself spiritually consistently, then people who no longer share the same vibes as you will just naturally somehow leave your life by natural circumstances. Of course, the opposite works as well. When you downgrade, the people who once had a higher vibe will also naturally leave you. So yep, sorry I gave a pretty long answer to this, but this was everything that's on my mind right now. So hope it helps any one of you somehow.